Today is Sunday, Parashat Tavo. The beginning of the parasha of this week, the first section speaks about the mitzvah of Bikurim. What is the mitzvah of Bikurim? Bikurim is the first fruits in the new season. You take the first fruits of the new season and you bring them as an offering to Bet HaMikdash. In essence, expressing thankfulness, expressing gratitude, thanking Hashem who made it all possible. Of course, the farmer took care of the trees, to make sure that he should have beautiful fruits on those trees, but ultimately it was possible by Hashem, and therefore, first thing we do, bring the first fruits from that season to Bet HaMikdash as an offering. And there is a statement that is made there by the farmer who says, thanking Hashem and reviewing the history from the time of Lavan Arami, the time that we were enslaved in Egypt, and Hashem took us out from Egypt and brought us to Eretz Yisrael. And now the pasuk says, and now he says, Ve'ata, and now, Hine heveti et reshit peri adama asher natata li Hashem. Here I brought Reshit, the beginning of the fruits of the land that you gave me, Hashem. There is a concept brought in by the sages that says that for the mitzvah of the Bikurim, that's why the world was created. How could it be? There are many other mitzvot. Couldn't there be? There are other reasons to create the world. Why? What's so important about this specific mitzvah of Bikurim that is singled out as the reason for creating the world? Well, first of all, the hint to this mitzvah is already given in the first word of the Torah. The first word of the Torah is Bereshit. Bereshit, which means in the beginning, right? But Bereshit, Hachamim explain, Bishvil Reshit, for the beginning, making allusion to this pasuk that says when a person brings the Bikurim, he says, Hine heveti et reshit peri adama, I brought the beginning of the fruits of the land, and therefore, Bereshit makes allusion to the mitzvah of Bikurim. But there is more to it. Because the mitzvah of Bikurim is the idea that a person has a connection with Hashem. That a person praises, thanks Hashem, that while he's in this world, which is called Olam. Olam is connected in Hebrew to the word Alem, which means covered, unseen. The idea is to reveal and to bring into our mind and into our thoughts and into our being the idea that even though it's sort of hidden and not seen, Hashem is directing everything and is making everything possible. And for that is the purpose of creating the world. That connection, that revelation that a person should always have in mind. That Hashem is the one that makes it possible. We say twice a day, Shema Yisrael, once in the morning, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. We recognize Hashem. We with this mitzvah, it's another expression of everything, especially a farmer has to work hard to make sure that his harvest is good, etc. But when all said and done, he comes and thanks Hashem and he says, here's the first fruits of the land. When the world was created, the plants were created on the third day. However, in the first parasha, it speaks about the sixth day when man was created. He says, before the plants were created. So before the plants grew. So wait a minute, were the plants created on the third day or on the sixth day? And Chachamim explain, Rashi explains right there, that the plants were created already on the third day, but they were just under the surface. They hadn't yet grown out of the ground, and they were waiting for men to be created, so man could pray to Hashem, and man could recognize and thank Hashem when there would be rain that would fall and the plants would grow. And only after man was there and created, who could recognize and have that connection with Hashem, that all is made possible through him, that the plant should grow is only because Hashem makes it possible. Only when man was there, then the plants that were already there, just at the edge of the ground or just under the ground, were able to sprout and grow out of the ground. So this is a very important concept to always keep in mind. The idea of that connection through prayer, through learning Torah, through thanking Hashem, through praising Hashem. And that's why it's so important, the prayers that we do daily, the learning of Torah that we're supposed to do every day. That's another connection with Ribono Shel Olam, with the Creator of the world. And that's a very important part of the life of every Jew. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.